Did we get married too young? Agree or disagree?
This is no big secret.
Yeah, everybody knows that we thought that.
Do you want to set the record straight on anything? Specifically, I think we were thinking some of the sex talk.
We had the talk. You just weren't listening.
I'm pretty sure if I heard sex, my ears would have perked up.
I think you're PDA. I see Dad smack your butt a lot. You sit on Dad's lap.
Yay!
And you guys had a love corner in our kitchen growing up.
Lori.
Welcome back to Always Here. I'm your host, Abby Howard.
And Abby Howard.
And we have some other guests today.
Woohoo!
Hi, mothers.
Our moms in honor of Mother's Day.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you to Lori, my mom, for being here, and Ruth, Abigail's mom, for being here.
Yes, it's such a treat.
This didn't come easy, if I'm totally honest. The moms had to...
They had their reservations.
They had their reservations.
Yes,
We
they
did?
did.
What was your list of criteria? Yeah, Lori for
I
sure.
had my demands. I didn't have reservations.
That's true. That's true.
She had reservations. You had demands.
Yeah.
I think we already kind of failed some of the demands because the seating is a little, low. It's a little slumber party vibes.
It is.
Good thing we're close. Yeah. It's an honor to have you guys on. Thank you for stepping outside of your comfort zone. We're going to try to be nice to you and make this as seamless as possible.
Well, we actually had about 60 minutes of hard-hitting interview-style questions that we did not want you to prepare in advance.
Okay.
We didn't really
We
tell
know
them
very
much.
little about the podcast right now.
Just to make you sweat.
Seriously.
No, just kidding. We have a
So
game.
put
and
us on the
something.
spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, we're
I'm
not doing
for
that.
it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
we're
not
not.
for
Okay.
Well, we thought we would click off the episode with our hope and our hearts. But we're not going to do hearts. We're just going to do our hopes.
Okay.
I mean, you and I could do hearts, Abby, but I didn't.
Sure.
Our guests probably don't want to be vulnerable to the internet.
We don't need to make them do
We
that.
don't need to make them do that.
This is our thing.
This is our
This is our
cross to bear. I've been saying that so much lately.
It's true though.
With
So
everything.
what's your guys' hopes? What do you have? We told them in advance to prepare one.
Okay.
I helped my mom prepare hers because she's a humble queen.
Okay, what is it, Lori?
Well, we were supposed to say something we like, that is new or that's happy this week or upcoming. So she told me to share that I did have a book that my sister and I wrote, and it came out like a week ago. So
Plug
super happy
it.
about that. We worked really hard on it. So yeah.
That is
She
a great
worked
hope.
a lot on this
did.
book. It's really cute. It's like a kid's travel book, and it's perfect because it's all about Hawaii, and our family is going to Hawaii in a week, so it's going to be perfect for the kids. But Mom worked really, really hard on it
It's
with her sister.
My sister Gina. Yeah, we both worked on it, and
And your mother. Isn't
my
she
mom
on it?
was a
Yes.
contributor on it too.
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, we worked on it hard, and the first one's about Hawaii, but it's going to be a series.
I can't wait.
And we
The
were pretty
teacher and
excited
you
about it.
came out, and the author and Gina came out, and
Sister, yep.
travel lovers and both of you came out. So it was the perfect combo. We'll link it in the show notes.
Yeah, when we were little, like my sister and I, we would be in the basement. My dad was an artist, and so I kind of liked the artist stuff. And we had like little offices in the basement, and I would my sister would do the writing for a book, and I would do the illustrations, and we'd publish these little books and hang them out for
that's
people.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we kind of forgot that we used to do that. And then about 10, 15 years ago, we had thought again about writing a travel book, and I guess it was when you were still at home. But it's like, how it is. Everything's busy, and we're working full time. We just didn't have time
And
to
you
do
guys
it.
travel a lot too.
We do.
So,
We always enjoyed that growing up.
Yes.
We'd get in our little Winnebago, and we'd drive, go to Alaska, go different places in a Winnebago. And so we always look forward to it. And so I think it's something that we always enjoyed as a family. And then we had kids traveling, so it was like a natural fit. So.
That's really
Well,
cool.
I purchased one and I want it signed by the author.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, it's easy to buy. It's on Amazon. So I'm proud of my mom and my aunt, Gina.
Yeah, we're
And-
proud of you.
Yeah.
What's the next book? Do you guys know the next date?
We do. We don't know when it's coming out for sure, but
okay.
we know the place. So.
Okay, but don't have to say it. We'll save it
Yes.
as a teaser. But
Yeah,
I want to hear about it
excited.
after. That's
Thank
exciting.
you.
That's a great hope.
It was fun.
That is a great
Yeah.
hope.
What about you, Ruth?
Makes mine seem kind of silly.
Yours isn't silly.
No.
Mine is silly. Well, I've been here. I ran away from home, so I'm not in my real home in St. Louis. I'm snowbirding, and winter's over, and I'm still here. So,
And they're all like, "Whoa, the ice is melted. Where are you?"
did you move there? And so my husband is coming next week, and I'm excited about that because I actually miss him. Like, I've been gone for a month without him because he comes in and leaves and comes in. But it's been a month, so he's coming in. But then we'll go back to St. Louis. So I'll see my other daughters, my other family. But then it's kind of also part of my heart. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Isn't I'm gonna miss her?
I know.
And my little babies.
I know. That was my heart this week.
Yes.
I was like, my mom's leaving soon, and that is just
That's my heart
not
too,
fun.
because I'll be sad.
I know.
Yeah, we should say that our moms are also friends.
Yeah.
And it's really
Yes.
sweet
We
and
do a lot of stuff
fun.
together. We were.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long ago that we had walked from my place over to get. We just took a long walk, went through some open houses, and we went and got acai bowls. And we were sitting there, and I was like, "Who would have ever thought when you guys had that joint wedding shower that however many years later we'd be sitting here? This is exactly what I said.
Yes,
under
yes.
palm trees in Arizona having
Right.
an acai bowl together.
Right,
So
exactly. Because we met the first time.
it was
at
somewhere
the
around
wed-
then.
Yeah, somewhere around then.
But I mean, it was
Yeah.
just kind of crazy that
Yeah.
like came full circle and
Yeah.
we're sitting here just relaxing
Yeah.
under the palm trees here. So that was fun. So yeah, we do a lot of stuff.
You go to the gym together.
Go to the gym. We
Go
go
to the
shopping.
gym,
We go
walk,
shopping.
Go to brunch. We're going to brunch with Addie's
Go to brunch.
mom on Saturday.
Yeah.
Fun.
And
Yes. Yeah. We
Lots
take
of-
the grandkids swimming together. We go,
park. Lots of stuff.
You guys are active. I'm like, wow, they do a lot.
We're tired.
You guys are on the go.
we're in bed by 8.
Yeah, that's so fun. I don't.
She's not. You
I'm not.
stay up
but
so late.
I am
Really?
tired a lot.
I don't think I would have guessed that.
I think it would only be fair if we give the moms opportunity to set the record straight because we talk about our moms. They come up frequently
decent
on our
much.
show,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
sometimes we're not exactly apparently credible.
I feel like we come home and it's like, I never said that. I never did that. So
We got our
if you
fact
would
checkers that will hold us accountable.
yeah, and it's themselves.
Ooh.
So if you want to set the record straight on anything, specifically, I think we were thinking some of the sex talk.
Well, I think Abby was actually correct on that one.
yeah,
She was
no,
incorrect. We had the talk.
Really?
Yes, you just weren't listening.
I'm pretty sure if I heard sex, my ears would have perked up.
Well, I don't think I used the term
Loudly.
sex. I used the term respecting your body and private parts and different terms like that.
Sure.
And the American Girl doll book.
Yeah, I feel like we had good puberty talks, but I wouldn't
Yes.
say I learned about intimacy. I learned that from a girl at my middle school's mom. Taught me that.
what an overstep.
No, her mom didn't tell us. It was a summer party, and she was like, "You guys will never guess." My mom told me, and she told us the mechanics of it all, and we were all like, "What? No,
Say it's not true.
horrified."
Well, for some context, you guys, we were talking about like giving our kids the talk, and we talked about our own experiences growing up with our parents, and we all said, me, Abby, and Addie, like we never got the talk, but then Shauna, Addie's mom,
I'm not mic'd up, but I have to set the record straight for my mom. She did call me and tell me that I was incorrect. She did give me the talk. I don't remember that happening, so.
I know.
that's funny. Addie said
remember
that.
it.
Addie said that. Addie's mom said that, and then Ruth, you said that, and then my
Yes.
mom was like,
No, I don't think.
Well,
she didn't.
did you have any issue with it?
No, I mean it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't one of my issues.
You
but
know,
I
you
just-
have an older sister, and you know.
She should have taught me.
but I think sometimes as parents we have schedules of how things should go, and then they just don't do that.
Sure.
Because some other kid will
Beat
tell
you
you
to it.
something or beat you to it, or you know something happens and it wasn't in our schedule, or
Yeah.
just the way you thought was going to work.
Right.
But you learned about it.
Yeah, I did. Mhm.
We were there.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
whenever I had questions, you would answer them
Yes.
honestly.
Yes.
I genuinely didn't know for
I'm sorry.
I was very sheltered. And no, I didn't. You know what? Everything worked out just fine. I was.
great.
But you didn't
wasn't
date,
interested.
so
Yeah,
right?
You weren't really
wasn't on the
dating a
table.
lot, so I thought,
Yeah.
well, let me
Yeah.
happen someday.
I
We'll
didn't.
figure it out.
I didn't show any interest in boys apparently. But also, I was telling you. I remember when you gave me the puberty talk. Though we were in a Subway after dance. Do you remember that?
A little bit.
I remember literally. I like my soul left my body in that moment. I was like, "You're telling me blood?" Like I literally said, I was like, "I just told Chloe that wasn't true."
Was this before or after at school that you?
It was before we went to school because then
Okay.
when school happened, I was like, "Oh my
The
gosh."
school talk.
She was telling the truth.
Yeah. I remember the school talk too. I remember you sat me down before the school talk and you're like, you're going to have a talk at school where you learned about these things. And then you kind of explained like what my period was and everything. And I just remember being like, oh, I just don't want that for a long time.
Yeah.
Good thing she didn't have to worry because I got it like 5 years later.
Wow.
Well, I was
Late
used
bloomer.
to the talk at school because I had to, when I taught 4th grade, I had to bring my class. Like, you had to divide up the girls and the boys, and I would always take the girls to the talk, and then the other teacher would take all the boys, and they'd watch movies about baby animals. And I don't know why that one, but every year that's what they did. And then we'd come back, and then the boys would be like, "Where'd you guys go?" And the girls would hide. They'd hide. I'd say,
embarrassing.
put all your stuff in your locker before you go back, and you don't have to tell them where you went.
Yeah.
Such an ominous day for you guys, I'm sure.
They give you
As
a
teachers.
singular maxi pad. And I was just like the tiniest 4th grader ever. I was like, this goes where? How? And I just was like so scared. And I kept that in my locker for like 5 years. Just
It's a
like,
big secret.
any day now.
Just in case.
I think it was 14.
You were 14 when you got your period?
That was pretty old.
Well, you were
At least
17.
14.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
was
I
in
remember
7th grade.
dad brought it up when I got home that day.
Or maybe I was in 8th grade. I don't remember.
I probably told them.
I was 14.
Yeah, I think I was 12 or 13.
Didn't I take you out like for a special lunch or something?
Yeah, you did. We did.
Yeah,
oh my
we
gosh,
did.
You did.
We did.
I think we
I
went
did
to
that with
Cheesecake
all the
Factory.
girls.
We
Yeah,
went to the
whenever-
Cheesecake
Oh, I'm
Factory.
sorry.
Whenever
See?
they
Get Subway.
had
We
that
lived in a
transition.
different town. We didn't have that. Subway was it was pretty good for.
Yeah.
That was really cute that you did that.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a little transition into motherhood, or not motherhood, adulthood.
There
you
we
know.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute. And just
Kind of into
celebrated
yes,
becoming a young adult.
becoming a young
I do
woman.
remember what you said. That wasn't quite correct.
Yeah, I said my parents have been married for 25 years. They've been
No,
married
it's,
over
30,
30.
it's 32 this year.
Oh my gosh, you really
So
undershot.
anybody doing the math?
She did have to count before this episode.
I was like, I know it's more than that, but
Because
when
I'm
she
27.
said it-
She's like, you're
she
scandalizing
said,
me.
I'm like, this is not correct. I need credit for every one of those years. So
yeah. You need credit.
It's been 32 this
So she did fact check me on that. I was like, why did no one? I didn't even. I said it so confidently.
we even did something for our
Yeah,
30th,
we did.
but that she came with. But anyway,
Are you guys at 35?
36.
36.
We're at
Wow.
36. Yes.
Impressive. You guys are both impressive. And we want to hear all your guys' advice throughout this episode.
Okay.
So I'm glad that we set the record straight for you guys. Sorry about that, and sorry for any other misinformation we spread about you in the future.
Yes.
And
And
probably won't
It's
be the
okay.
last time.
feel free
As
to
long
get in
as
the
it's
comments.
good information, I'm okay with it. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
We just slander your name.
Yeah, I'm like, mom's been married for 25 years.
Yeah.
I'm 27. She's like,
Job gone away. Well, should we move on to our segment? We prepared a fun little game
sure.
for you guys.
Okay.
Okay, this game is called Agree to Disagree.
Okay.
Okay, Hannah's going to pass out our paddles. Thank you, Hannah. It's just for you guys, I guess.
this is just a fun game. I don't know. I think they offer a lot of conversation starters too.
Yes, they do.
So
Okay.
feel free to expand upon your answers.
Okay, with our categories: marriage, parenting, working mom. That's it. Marriage, parenting, working mom.
That's
the-
us. Okay.
The first one is: do you guys agree or disagree that you should never go to bed angry? This is in the marriage category.
that you should or that you have.
You should never go to bed angry.
I agree. That's a good plan.
You shouldn't.
Has it always happened?
That's good. Yeah.
I disagree.
Oh,
I think it depends on what you want to get back out of the fight.
Like if you want to keep talking about it.
Like if it keeps happening and hasn't changed, then go to bed angry and wake up the next morning and see if you can get what you wanted out of it.
although that is a point. Maybe if you're
Yes.
like, heat of the moment, you would say things that you shouldn't. That
Right.
maybe if you sleep on it,
Right.
you could be more rational about it.
Right.
Good
Right.
point.
Thank you.
Now, I can't maybe sleep as well, but
Yes, that's true.
yes, you can
That's
collect your
true.
thoughts. And
Yes. I mean, for the most part, no, you should not go to bed angry. No, you should. That's not good. But I think every once in a while, you just prove a little point.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
I
being
feel like
mean. You're
this
just,
is a
yeah.
generational thing in a way. Like, whereas, like, their advice was, like, it was, like, you should never go to bed angry, but now our generation's, like,
You should sleep on it.
sleep, get
Yeah.
some rest.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm like, I usually need I'm an internal processor, so I usually have to sit on my thoughts for a long time before I can verbalize what I want to say. And
Oh, I
usually-
can't sleep.
Oh,
I'm just like,
usually
I
I bring
can't
it up
sleep,
like
but-
if there's something that comes up the next 3 days, and I'm like,
3 days?
because I'm thinking about it.
She's so patient.
that's a long time, but
I got
sorry.
diarrhea of the mouth. Okay, the next question. Do you agree or disagree? Your spouse should come before your kids.
Oh, this is tough.
My mom disagrees.
I know the right answer, but I don't know if
Well, I disagree too.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay,
But,
elaborate.
I mean, I know the right answer is supposed to be your husband first, but
Right. I just put my kids in front of everything. And my husband's okay with that. So,
Yeah, you guys both did it.
yeah, we both did it.
Yeah, which
it
is
didn't
sweet.
jeopardize our relationship. It's just we worked it out with whatever the kids needed, and one of us took care of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't what we need isn't always what the kids need. Kids need different things than what adults need. Adults can satisfy what we need when the kids aren't there.
It's true.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know.
you know, when you've got kids, they need you and they need you, you know, more than your husband does, I guess.
Right. Once
So-
you're a mother, you're always a mother. And we're not our husband's mothers.
They can
So-
take care of themselves.
Your dad's mom, for sure.
I hope they don't watch this now.
Do you think Dad's gonna watch this episode?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Dad
Aw.
will. Yeah, Dad will watch it. He watches all of our
He
episodes.
watches them all.
That's
yes.
so sweet.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. I also wonder too, like I feel like this is really popular advice. Obviously, keep your spouse first. And I agree with it, and I feel like we'll always try to do that. But I also wonder, like, when you have multiple kids and they're at different ages and different phases, like sometimes I feel like the need is just so high or great. So I'm sure it'll fluctuate throughout the years.
Yes, it does. Seasons, it changes all the time.
Yeah.
Different phases of school and, yes, different ages of, it changes. Yeah.
That's good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, marriage gets harder after kids. Would you agree or disagree?
I don't even hardly remember a time. But yes, I'd say agree. I would say agree.
I agree. I think marriage gets
I mean,
harder.
there's more people to consider, and there's more issues that come up, and where
Right.
the money goes, and where time goes, and
Right. Right. Right.
I wish I could hang out with you and Dad when you were 27. That would be so fun. I'd be like, what? Would we have been friends?
Sure.
Would you think you had? Sure. I don't think Dad
I'm like,
really
was
hung
I
out
cool
with
enough? I
anybody.
don't know.
Dad's kind of introverted, so I don't know if he would have hung out with a lot of people. But it's just so interesting to think about, like, our parents being like,
Young. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
That came out not what I was
parents with littles, like
Your age.
Yeah,
like
I
our
get it.
age, like
yeah.
it's like I'm like we're friends now, so surely we would have been friends then.
Yeah.
But it is like I wish I could just see a snapshot. I wish you guys had some videos.
I know.
We do have videos. We have tons of videos.
Not videos of, I mean, I feel like we have videos of obviously our family growing up,
Yes.
but not video of you and Dad and like your dating and when you were younger. And you and Dad had us later too, so I feel
Right.
like you had so many lives before you had kids.
We did. We
Like
did.
Dad was 40 when he had me,
He was 40 when he had
because he
you?
had 45. He was 45
Oh,
when he
yeah.
had Sophie,
Okay.
or almost 45.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's just a whole life
Right.
before. You know, I'm like, so what
Right.
were you like in your 30s?
Well, I was 28, 29 when we got married. And he was 34. So, yes, we did have.
Yeah.
We were cool back then.
I know you were.
I guess you were.
You were, and I just wish I. Yeah, I
No,
wish
but we
to your
did.
point,
We did have fun. It was fun. Yes,
But it
we
does
would.
get
We would
harder.
have been friends.
We would have been friends. For sure.
Well, we had kids right away when we got married, but
Yeah.
we wanted kids right away. So, and I mean, it only gets harder if you can't compromise on stuff. So as long as you're talking through issues and talking about stuff and you compromise and you're on the right page for everything, I never thought it was harder. It was just different than not having kids and being single. But I think it also, when you're young parents or just parents of young kids and stuff, you learn to communicate with each other. So
Pregnancy and postpartum are some of the most nutritionally demanding times in a woman's life, and there are so many options for supplements. That's why we want to thank Needed for sponsoring this portion of today's episode.
Needed offers products that are formulated by experts in women's health and recommended by over 6,000 practitioners.
Their starter plan includes a prenatal multi made with bioavailable nutrient forms paired with sustainably sourced omega-3, which these These 2 essential products are designed to meet mothers' and babies' optimal micronutrient needs.
Up to 95% of women in the perinatal stages have nutrient deficiencies. We deserve to thrive, not just survive. Needed offers radically better nutrition products, education, and advocacy rooted in clinical research and practitioner validation.
I feel like as a woman, there's so much about my body that I don't know much about. And so I really appreciate how Needed has put a lot of time and effort into clinically validating their products and just really doing the research that we can trust that what they're giving us is actually good for our bodies.
Right. I just knew that something was different about my, I was like, something is different. I don't know
Right.
what's going on. But I love that also that it has that validation by practitioners too. That
Yeah.
really adds to my trust of them.
Absolutely. Head over to thisisneeded.com and use code ALWAYSHERE for 20% off your first order. That's thisisneeded, THISNEEDED.com, and use code ALWAYSHERE for 20% off your first order.
Okay, the next one is you should combine all finances after getting married. Financial question in there.
Here we go.
I mean, this is what works for us, not maybe what works for everybody.
Okay.
So
is it an agree or disagree?
I'm agree because that's what has worked for us, but it could totally work different for somebody else. So I don't think it's like a hard and fast rule for people, but for us, that's
you
what we
guys
did.
got
and it
married
worked.
pretty young too.
I was right out of college, yeah.
It's not like you
My
had
dad's
like
2 years older.
lived this career, made
Right.
your own independent.
We didn't have any money hardly to combine either.
It's easier when you don't have it.
Yeah.
You got nothing to combine. You're like,
Yeah.
well, let's just do it together.
Yeah, so that's how we've always done it ever since we were married. And I think actually before we were married, we went to like a financial counselor and they said, that's what you should do. So we just did it.
You're like, check.
yeah.
We did it. So,
Yeah.
and so we didn't have our own money, kind of like a bunch of money saved up before we were married, then, have to change our ways and how we did it. We just always had it combined.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think there's anything, I think, unless you're married into somebody with some generational wealth, it gets a little spicy there. I think as women shop differently than men do, and most of the time, mothers are the ones who shop for the needs of our kids. Mm-hmm. And so if the father is in charge of all the finances and he can't figure out why every time you go to Target or Walmart or something it's $200
Yes.
Yeah.
and you get tired of explaining,
Yes.
that I think it's okay for the mom to have some little fun money that she can go out and do, if she wants to get her nails done, or it's just her money that no one can ask her about what did she do with that money.
Yeah.
That's because in our marriage, sometimes that became conversations. They weren't disagreements. They weren't fights. They were just like, oh my gosh, you went to Target for the 5 times this week and you how much toilet paper did you buy? Just that kind of stuff. So it's like, well, no, I didn't really go to Target, but I went and got my nails done. But if you want to think I went to Target, okay. Just kind of like, just some things just
Yeah.
make it life a little easier all around.
Well, you can have combined. That's what we do. We have combined finances, but we have we each get a budgeted fun
Yeah.
monthly allowance,
Yeah.
each of us, and we get to not ask.
Yeah, I still have my
Fun money, baby. The next one is, it's okay to keep small secrets from your spouse. Do you agree or disagree?
Well, you just said you have small secret. The
Well-
Target versus the nail.
Well, but that's not really a secret because he
no, I
knows
know.
about it. But
Depends, I guess, what the secret is. Small secrets? Like
what's a small secret?
Anything that you're intentionally, like, it's like, if it didn't come up, that doesn't count. Like, anything you're like, I'm gonna intentionally avoid bringing this thing up.
okay, I'm gonna go with agree, if that's the definition. If it's gonna eliminate a problem by not bringing it up, sure.
especially if it has to do with the kids. If your kids say, "Don't tell Dad,"
I think I just always assumed you did tell Dad.
Well, I mean, my whole thing was I don't keep secrets from Dad, but if
Yeah.
it's something he doesn't really need to know, then of course I don't have to tell Dad. But
Yeah, you don't need to tell him about my periods and stuff like that.
no, but I did.
Oh, well.
She did. She told
think
my dad
that's
when I got
fine.
my first bra. And it embarrassed me so
Well, when you're walking around and you're crabby and, oh, I'm in pain and I hurt, I might not want to go to school the next day. And Dad's like, what? Is she sick? No, it's, Aunt Flo's visiting.
Yeah,
It's, that thing. So, yeah,
You did not keep any secrets from.
I don't
I
really
don't
think you
know.
kept secrets from Dad either.
I didn't. No, it's not worth it. You're getting a big fight
Both
when
of
they
you
find
acting
out.
like
It's
I mean, I
okay, but I
can't
don't think you do.
I don't do it, but it's okay.
Yeah, sure. Now
You
there's
guys
stuff.
don't have to appease the people.
You guys
No,
are always
I-
together. Like, I don't know what you could do in secret from Dad.
Now he's working from home. That's kind of.
They're always together.
Oh, that's how you and Dad are too. Well, not right now. You're like,
Yeah, not right now, no. No.
Dad would not survive if you gone a month.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't eat.
I don't know. I would have to go over and do something.
this isn't about us.
Oh, this one's about. Okay, we're taking it about us. Okay,
Yeah.
be honest. You think did we get married too young? Agree or disagree? We got married too young.
Agree.
Agree.
This is no big secret. We thought that.
Yeah,
I
Ray
thought
knows that we
You thought that, but do you think that? Yeah.
Well, that's a hard question.
Wait, was the question, do we still think that?
Oh.
Or,
You can take it however you will.
okay.
Well,
It's okay if you still
at the
agree.
beginning, yes, I thought that. Now, clearly you've made it through, so.
I don't know, a 7-year itch. So
Okay, you guys showed us. No.
Take that, ladies.
Take that, yes.
both of our moms were not
They weren't on board.
on board.
Which
Well-
is good. It's good to be the voice. Good to have a voice of reason
Totally.
pushed back, and especially when you were young. I mean, I was 23. You were 19, right?
I was 20.
She's 20.
Oh, you were 20.
19 feels
That's
psycho.
way different than 20.
But you were still in college. That's a huge,
Yes.
that's a huge thing.
Yes.
And that
19
among
feels
itself
illegal.
has-
20
Sorry, I
feels
knew
just
when I
like
said it
young.
was wrong.
I do want
know.
to say this. This is what Matt did. On her, I'm super emotional because it was in high school and it was on her the last dance recital, which if you're a mom of a girl
a
who's gone
dancer.
all the way through, that's an emotional night.
Yeah.
It was also her high school graduation. And I took him to go get flowers because he wanted to go get flowers. And he was like, hey, Lori, I didn't know what you would think if if Abby and I would get married young and I proposed soon. I was like, this is the absolute worst timing of all timing to say something to me about it. I'm like, I'm already like on the verge of tears. And this is what you say to me now.
I wasn't privy to that information at the time.
Yeah. That was,
I get that.
I can remember exactly where we were going to
Yeah.
get flowers.
You're like, I'm going to
And I brought this up to him before. That was horrible
Well,
She's
timing.
brought it up many times. It's great.
And we had our older daughter, Olivia, who was engaged and was, we were planning her wedding. And Caleb said something to us about, well, I think he wanted to meet us for lunch. And we're like, no, we know what he wants. No. And I think at one point.
We're busy at that time.
We're busy every day. My husband said, don't ask us till after Olivia's wedding. And the day after Olivia's wedding, he texts us, hey, you guys free Monday for lunch? We just had a wedding. Can you wait till next Monday?
Listen.
And
They
we
pursued
said,
us.
we met him.
Pursuing. They loved it, ladies.
They did. They did.
Well, we've been married 7 years now.
Well,
Both of
so
us.
yeah.
And you guys are married 32, and you guys are 36.
36.
Is there anything that you guys feel like, what's the biggest lesson you've learned after being married this long that you can impart to us? Because we're still growing up.
The biggest lesson I've learned? I just think always talk and communicate, compromise on stuff. And even though you're always right, just let them think they're right sometimes. That's the
Classic.
big part. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what
I
movie
also
it
want to
is.
clear the air. You got married super young too, Mom. 23, right?
Is that how old I would have been then?
22 or 23.
I
No,
might have
that
been
was
22.
old for back then when we were young.
I mean, I graduated
was
college.
old.
I wanted you to graduate college first.
That was her thing. It wasn't necessarily the age, it's she wanted me to graduate college first. Did you think I wasn't going to finish?
Well, there was a very distinct possibility. I felt like that was
I
important.
did. I graduated.
She did. By the skin of
Good
your
for
teeth.
you.
No,
Yes.
not my grade. No,
I got all A's in
it has
college.
nothing to do with grades. No, I just because I felt like you were just gonna bail, but you did get your degree. So
No, yeah, I thought I was going to bail too. I was
Yeah.
losing interest quick.
You got married before you graduated also.
Yeah, can I also just say this? We need to air this out. Blake got married before he graduated too, and I don't think he heard 2 words about it.
well, at that point, I'd given up. So he knew. I mean, what could I
Did
do
you
at this
like
point?
Addie better than Matt? Is that what
Oh,
it was?
that's really no.
She tried to set me up with Matt. Then she.
That is true.
She did.
That is true.
Okay. That's
From a
sweet.
very young age, and yeah, because Teresa and
was
I were
arranged
friends.
marriage.
Teresa, Matt's mom, and I were friends, and we met really early on when she was at the Muni. Matt was at the
Yeah.
Muni, and I loved Teresa, and I loved Matt, and any other boy that would be around, I'd be like, but he's not Matt Howard. awkward. And
Yeah.
she's like, but we
Wow.
don't, like, she's like, I don't know Matt, you know, we're not
Yeah.
even in the same town. And somehow that worked out.
Came back to bite her in the butt.
4 years later, yeah. Yeah, and then I'm like, wow, I didn't ask for it this soon, though.
So funny.
I
But
love that.
That's cute. I didn't know that.
I asked earlier before we filmed this what advice you would give or what you've learned in 30 years of marriage.
You got to just kind of keep your mouth closed sometimes of things that, like, you'd like it to be a certain way, and you'd maybe like things to be done a certain way, but
Yeah.
you're like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Let's just go with it.
It is really funny to see how you and Dad. It wasn't until I got married myself, like some of the flows that you guys had fallen into. I was like, that was really unique to them. That this was how they did it. Like how, because you just learn to just adapt to each other, and I was like, that's just how their marriage works.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily because I always want something that certain way. It's just like, whatever, we'll just go with it because
Yeah.
Like she'll make
It's not a
every
big deal.
single phone call because my dad cannot make a phone call. She's like, that's on me.
Well, everybody has their strengths, right?
yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, for years, because of my husband's occupation, if he wasn't a complainer. He didn't want any controversy. So if there was something that was slightly controversial, I took care of it. So
Like what? What do you mean?
well, just a nice way of saying I had to be the mean person sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
So-
he's like public
Yeah,
facing.
he's
Yeah.
a public figure, in St. Louis.
Yes, in St. Louis. So, you know, I had to handle that stuff too. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, a lot of the admin stuff.
Yeah.
Get on people.
Yes.
That's good. That's good advice. I feel like both of you guys are like compromise and pick your battles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
The next one is: do you agree or disagree that date nights are essential, not optional?
I'm going to say agree, but it's also hard to do at I'm sure at some stages. I mean, you know, if you are a parent living in a city where you have nobody to watch your kids, and it's expensive probably to hire babysitters, plus you got to be careful with who you hire, you know, you got to know they're trustworthy. And I can see where a lot of people would be very uncomfortable with that. But so then I guess, like, I think you've done this too, like date nights at home and stuff, like after you put the kids
Right.
to bed, like,
Right.
you know, you don't have to go out somewhere, and maybe you don't, you know, not everybody wants to spend the money on it, or like I said, has the childcare. But I think it's important to do things without the kids, because at some point your kids aren't going to be there anymore. Then you're
That's
like,
right.
well, now what do we do, or what do we talk about? And so you have to have something all along that you're still just like the two of you can connect on.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
I totally agree with everything you just said.
Growing up,
Yes.
Mom and Dad went on dates every Friday night, and we stayed at Grandma and Grandpa's
And sometimes
house.
maybe they weren't fun. We just would go home and fall asleep.
Well, sometimes
because-
that's all you. That's what you need.
yeah, yeah.
But we would
tired.
stay at our grandparents' house Friday night to Saturday morning, and that we just knew that was Mom and Dad's
Well, I mean,
Time.
we did actually
go to dinner
go
with
to
us
dinner
usually.
together, and then you just would spend the night there.
Yeah.
That was
That's
nice.
so
that-
fun.
Yeah. Because you girls would go over and spend the night at Grandma's too.
Yeah,
You
not
know.
not consistently, but
Not
every once in a while.
consistently, but yes.
It's
but
so good that we did that though too, because I was a separation anxiety kid, and if I hadn't I don't know if I would have ever been able to do a sleepover at a friend's house if I hadn't been staying regularly overnight with my grandparents, or even gone to college. If I'm totally I remember when Mom dropped me off at college, I was literally just like, "You're just gonna leave me here?"
No, literally, you're like watching them drive away. You're like, bye.
I was just I was sobbing.
I was too.
Outside the dorm, holding a toothpaste and toothbrush. I was like, "What is she
What is-
doing?"
And we were in the car sobbing.
Abandonment.
So,
I knew that.
yes.
Yeah.
Abandonment.
Thought about that moment for
Literally.
years before it happened, just making myself miserable.
The whole weekend of setting up the dorms, I was just ill. I was like, they're gonna leave, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Listen,
You
I
would've
was in
said the word, I would've
Indiana.
taken
was
you
like,
home.
get me out of here.
I know if I would have said the word, I'd take it
Oh,
home,
I
so I had to
would've
just
been-
keep my mouth shut. I think it was like the most awkward goodbye because I was just like,
Well, I hated all the, you know, I could have been a better parent and been so looking forward to all the college visits and stuff, but I dreaded it and then you were looking at colleges that were far away. And I thought, oh, this doesn't.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. Shopping for colleges and
Oh, I'm ill.
I remember
sororities.
I want to
and,
go to California and Hawaii, and you're like,
Yeah.
you'll never see me. You're not even considering it.
My biggest
Both
thing
stayed
was,
in Missouri.
no,
Fine, I'll take those
she
fine.
did go one semester to Indiana.
Thank
but
you, Mom.
No, my whole big thing with that was that I'm not paying for another state school. So if you're looking at a state school, you're not getting a scholarship. You're going to our state school.
I think that's a good rule.
Yeah. But if you look at a private school and you get scholarships, let's go look at them. And that's what our oldest daughter did.
Yeah.
She went to TCU, and that was great, and it was fine. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had a scholarship at U of Indy.
You could kind of call it that. It wasn't much.
But you did. You did. It actually was. So,
$5,000.
Rolling
It's like
in it.
nothing.
Semester books.
It counts.
yeah.
Should we do the rest of these marriage ones rapid fire?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, this one. You should always consult your spouse before making big decisions.
Agree or disagree?
In your marriages, who do you think wears the pants, you or your husband?
Well,
Abby.
Why
I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna say me.
Mom for sure wears the pants.
I think we equally wear the pants in our family. I think when he thinks he's wearing the pants, I put those pants on him. So,
You're like, I agreed.
She's an orchestrator.
I think Dad handed the pants to Mom.
I mean, yeah. He was like, please take care of this.
Please take care of this. Okay, so back to that one.
You should always consult your spouse before making big decisions.
Yeah,
Oh.
agree or disagree? Rapid
Agree or
fire,
disagree?
sorry.
Agree.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
agree.
Okay, going through your partner's phone is okay.
Ooh.
I agree.
I agree too.
Lori?
I've never honestly thought about it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I've never
But is it
done
okay?
it. I've never done it. Why would it not be okay?
yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
Is it a breach of privacy?
When you're married for 36 years, there is no
Yeah,
privacy.
there's no privacy.
That's what some people's
He
argument
wouldn't
would
care.
be.
He wouldn't care. I don't
He
know.
would hand it
Yeah,
over.
John,
Yeah.
my husband wouldn't care.
It's healthy to spend time apart regularly.
Agree.
I knew
Agree.
she was going to have a fast agree on that one. Mom has a
agree. She's
whole
like, I'm waiting for
niche
this
on
one.
her algorithm's feeding her people solo living
Yeah.
their nighttime routine.
I
She's
just
like,
look
this
at
is
that
great.
and I'm like, wow, she just comes home to her clean apartment every night. She gets on her jammies.
she's
hangs
like,
out by
she's like, her
herself.
house is perfectly clean, just
Yep.
how she likes it, and she makes a single
loves it.
serving dessert.
This girl has a lot of people fond her because everybody wants that. I'm thinking,
Dinners with no protein.
Dad's like, I'm getting offended.
Yeah,
That's so great. I know you agree. You've been here a month without Dad.
I know.
yeah.
Social media has a negative impact on marriages. Agree or disagree?
I think agree a lot of time.
You think
Not
that
all the time, but I think social media would not be good in a lot of instances. Not just with marriage.
I don't know what to say about that. Maybe because social media is new to my generation. You're a little bit younger. If you let social media mess up your marriage, that's dumb. I don't know. I agree.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Abby and I sharing our lives online?
I don't have a problem with it. I like it.
I have mixed feelings. There's some things that are good and some things are. And again, yeah, we didn't grow up with social media.
Let's just say everyone in my family is very private, maybe a little bit more introverted as well. And then there's me. I mean, what are you going to do about it?
But I think nobody talks about how hard it is. Like, you have little kids and, everybody thinks it's hardest. But I think it's the hardest when you kind of have lost that control kind of on what they're doing. And then they become an adult. And all of a sudden, like, you don't have that. You can't say, well, now we're going to dance or now we're going to do this. It's like they're doing their own thing. And it's hard to switch over that control of knowing what they're doing all the time and directing all that and then saying, this is their life and this is what they want to do. And it may not be my favorite thing always, but it's not my place to say it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you girls, and I think what you guys do, I think the way that you handle what you're doing is very classy. You're always very kind. You're not controversial and stuff, and I think that's good.
Well, and they're also the exact same way online that they
Right.
are in real life. Like,
Right.
there's no
Exactly.
difference.
Exactly.
There's no
Yes.
like, this
Yes.
is fake and this is real and
Right.
this is. I mean, so often, like, I've heard, like, online, like, either you guys are talking in the podcast or you're filming something, and oftentimes you've been filming something, and I'm like, thinking she's talking to me because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is exactly
Yes.
how she is all the
Yes.
time. And it's not like a put on, it's not a show.
Right.
It's just filming
Right.
how she normally would be, or you
Right.
too. So
This is a big reason why I don't even share my kids on social media, but I imagine being in your position, seeing your child be subject to
yes.
scrutiny, like things like that, that
Yes.
would make any mom uncomfortable.
I mean,
and so
nobody
I
wants-
do. It's worse for you than it is for me. I guarantee
Nobody
that.
wants to see or hear anything negative about your child. And then,
Right. Right.
yeah, if you put yourself out there, no matter who you are, people are going to do that sometimes. And that is hard as a mother to see that.
That would.
Yeah,
that would
so these
bring
people
some-
out here
yeah.
that we don't see, they should stop that. They should just be kind
We have
to you
moms
girls.
in our comment sections.
I feel like you were desensitized to a lot of it just because of Dad's job.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, my dad was on radio for 50 years.
50 years.
And so he's always just been, I feel like you're just kind of desensitized to some of that.
Some of
like
it,
the
yes.
public facing
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is you should protect your marriage from outside opinions, even family. Agree or disagree?
From like your own kids not liking your marriage?
I
Or?
don't know.
I agree. I don't know exactly what.
Well, I think if you have a good marriage, there's nobody is pointing fingers either way. I think if you have a bad marriage and people, you should listen to them. If you have a bad marriage and people are talking to you about it.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
true.
so true.
Yeah.
Last one for marriage. PDA is fine, especially in front of family.
I think there's a wide range of PDA.
Yes.
We're so mixed on this in this room. It's so funny. We probably land non-PDA. You guys land more PDA.
Yeah.
Am I included in the they?
You are.
Abby says you are.
I think you're PDA. I see
very weird.
Dad smack your butt a lot. You sit on Dad's lap. She does. I see you guys hug and kiss, and you guys had a love corner in our kitchen growing up.
Oh, Lori.
It's kind of just a joke.
I couldn't see what was happening behind the fridge. I just
Just a joke.
Oh my gosh, funny. That's sweet.
That's funny.
That's weird because I would not have considered myself a PDA.
I
so
don't
no.
think you consider yourself PDA, but when it comes to
you guys are way more.
that bad,
No.
she's like, please stop.
I'm used to it.
You have one kid that's PDA and one that's not at all.
Yes.
Blake and Addie are not
Addie's
PDA
over here
at all, and
nodding
then
away.
me and Matt are 2 PDA, clearly. You did live in my
You
house,
guys are the
so
happy
you got
medium,
to
maybe.
Happy
You're the
medium.
middle.
Yeah,
I
guess.
think you guys are a happy medium.
Thank you.
I've seen you kiss and say sweet stuff.
Just
and-
once. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
No.
You're
Yeah,
winning.
I think we're like mildly PDA. I'm not as embarrassed about it as I used to be. I used to be really nervous about it.
You were?
Yeah, I was like, don't even
Oh.
hug me in front of my parents. They're right there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I was
do
just
that
so
in front of
uncomfortable. Caleb would try to
'Cause
hold
you're
my
our
hand in
little
like
girls,
college. And I was
don't
like, I'm
do
sorry,
that.
but my parents are here. Yeah, but now it sounds weird.
Well, now I feel weird. Moving on to parenting. Thank you so much to Quince for sponsoring this portion of today's episode.
Lately, I've been more intentional about what I wear day to day, especially in this postpartum season. I'm like, I want to feel good about what I'm wearing. So I've been leaning into pieces that feel effortless, comfortable, but still put together. Quince has been my go-to. Their fabrics feel really elevated. The fits are very flattering and everything just works without overthinking it.
I love my cashmere dress that I have from them. It fits the bump, and I know it's also going to suit me after the baby comes too. And it just feels like such an elevated classic in my wardrobe that I can dress up and dress down in multiple different ways.
Quince makes it easy to refresh your everyday this spring with pieces that feel as good as they look. They use premium materials like 100% European linen, organic cotton, and ultra soft denim.
Their lightweight linen pants, dresses, and tops start at $30 and are effortless, breathable, and easy to wear on repeat.
Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They work directly with ethical factories and cut out the middleman, so So you're paying for quality and craftsmanship, but you're not paying for the brand markup.
Seriously, I can't recommend Quince enough to you guys. I feel like it is so underrated, and what you get is so high quality. So refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use. Go to quince.com/Abby for free shipping and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. Go to QUINCE.com/Abby for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Abby. Pregnancy is more mentally difficult than physically difficult.
Agree.
Disagree.
You think pregnancy is more physically difficult than mentally?
Yes, I do. Yes, especially after your first. It's just all physical. You already know what's happening.
For me, because of previous situations, it is the most mentally difficult thing I've ever done
Yeah.
of anything. And it's so way more than physical, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Pregnancy brain is a myth.
Disagree.
Disagree, yeah.
So
You were working full time when you were pregnant. I
Yeah.
can't.
I can't imagine,
Being
working in an
stretched
office
that
or
thin.
school. Yeah.
Well, and you taught school, so you had your home kids and your school
overload.
kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having kids made me lose a part of myself.
Oh, agree or disagree?
Totally disagree.
Disagree.
It's a good sweet answer.
Disagree. I love seeing what my body made that looked like me, even though you look nothing like me.
I do. Yeah, that's really true.
Yes. But you were in here.
Yeah, I sometimes have been asked if I have different parents.
I think you have the
different
same
dads.
smile.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can see it.
I feel like you did like, what's the word? You prepared me well though for like that brief postpartum period, like right after you have the baby, where I was like, I'm having an identity crisis. Like I don't, nothing I used to think sounded fun was fun. You like kind of prepared me. You're like, it gets weird at the beginning.
Postpartum is a real thing. And if anybody thinks it's not, they're wrong. You can't help it. You really can't help it. But you get over that quickly. And yeah, I can't
Yeah,
imagine.
you told me you're like, it'll feel way different soon. And it did.
Yes.
It was good advice.
Breastfeeding is better than formula. Agree or disagree?
Disagree. No, I don't know. I just am saying that because I didn't,
That's why we put those questions in here.
You didn't nurse?
Yes,
You didn't nurse?
I did not.
I tried and it didn't work.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of benefits to breastfeeding. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I don't think you should. I think what's worse is stress yourself out about it, stress your body
Right.
out about it, and think. And I also don't think you should think that you've done something wrong or, less of yourself as a mom
Right.
if you don't. So
Right.
is it, medically better? I don't know. But it doesn't hurt your child at all if you don't.
Right. I think they've come so far with formula
Yeah.
that it's probably just to equal. And I think that,
I don't think it's equal to be just like sciencey.
well, I think it's equal. I think the benefits. Okay, we won't get into those hot takes, but I think there's more than one way that is the right way.
Sure.
And you just want a healthy, happy child.
Yeah.
And you have to do what works for you.
Yeah, I think that's,
Also,
that's true.
Mom, you had to go back to work like 6 weeks later.
Well, yeah.
That would have
I mean,
been-
that was part of the problem. Part of it
How
is
would that
just
even
that
work?
it was kind of
We
your birth was a
pumped.
little traumatic
We
for me
pumped with
physically,
metal.
and so
We had metal pumps. You guys have these fun little plastic.
Metal pumps?
We had metal pumps.
I don't.
that
even
That feels
know.
like it's
I
for
don't
a
even know.
cow.
I don't even know.
Yes, it was, and it hurt. Yes,
I don't even-
But women did it.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
moms will do anything, man. If men had to give birth, humanity would end.
Yes.
You gotta hold your sign up.
Oh, I agree.
Ruth says agree.
I'd say
I
there'd be a few men that would keep a few kids coming,
and see,
but
that's what I said, Mom.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And Addie and Abby said disagree on that question. And I was like,
there would be a few guys that would come through, but
Yes.
and I said if they do, they would have one.
That's what I
There's
said. that.
no one that would have multiple. No man would have multiple.
I said it would it end? No, I think men would have one and then never do it again. But then you pointed out the fact
careers.
that would end.
That would end
humanity.
eventually.
Yeah.
2 people only making one
Right. Doesn't add up to 3. So
doesn't add up to even 2.
To humanity.
To stabilizing the population.
exactly. So I get it. I changed my answer on that one.
Okay. Thank you. I stand by that. I'm doubling down. Gender reveals should be canceled. Lay it on us. It's fine.
Disagree. I don't know.
Disagree.
I think you're just celebrating. You're just happy and
Yes.
Don't care what you're having generally, but it's just kind of a fun celebration thing and
Right.
get together with your friends and you're happy either way. So why not celebrate with people?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You both love a good party.
You do. You guys are both good party throwers.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know if you know what this is, but gentle parenting is the best approach. Do you know what that is? Like the method?
I think I'm kind of learning through some things you do.
Gentle parenter.
Gentle. No, I don't think so. I disagree.
What was the question? Gentle parenting is the best approach. I don't even know what the method is.
I would
fully.
need more of a definition of.
Well, I think that your parenting was gentle, so
Okay.
you didn't really
Then let's
have
say yes.
any
I don't
strict
know.
rules for me.
Then you
No.
said best approach.
I don't actually really think I had any consequences.
There weren't. It was pretty smooth sailing. No, we didn't
You
have.
were a good kid.
I mean,
Thank you.
yeah.
Abby had consequences.
I had a lot of time off. I remember on my knees facing that wall.
Oh, yeah. And don't touch it.
Don't touch the wall and don't look at the TV.
I'm actually proud to say I bought CJ his timeout chair. So
Yeah, we don't make him kneel. He just sits like a little
he just
prince.
says,
He sits.
These kids have it so easy these days. Okay, gentle parenting is way easier today than it was back in the day. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to say disagree.
I'm going to disagree.
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
I think it's harder now. I do think because of social media and because of so many things that are easily accessible to kids that they didn't have, what am I trying to say?
Yes.
Access to at one time, and so there's more things to have to figure out than just your friends that you go to school with. It's people online and how to stay safe and what's appropriate, not appropriate, on that kind of stuff. And so that was not even a thing,
Right. Right.
however many years ago.
Right. And you knew your communities better. When you lived in a neighborhood, you knew every neighbor, everything about most of the neighbors and the kids. I don't feel that that's the way it is nowadays, in your neighborhoods. And it doesn't matter what social economic figure, and I just think that you just don't know them.
No, I think that's like a fact.
That's
Like more
factually
people are becoming more
Right.
individualistic. Is that what it is?
for sure. Like we have Uber, so you don't have to call your friend to take you to the airport.
Right.
We have DoorDash, so if you need a cup of sugar, you don't go to your neighbor's house
Right.
to ask
Yeah.
for a cup of sugar.
Right.
And we just keep trending that way. We often feel like we're inconveniencing those around us,
Right.
whereas like it used to
Not
be
as much
more
community.
like carpool. You really relied on each other.
Right.
Those are really good examples.
But just
Abby.
there's so much access to things that are unsafe too now that there was
Right.
never
Right.
there was a telephone, at one point,
Right.
and that's it. There's
That's true.
Right.
Okay, you guys brought up good points.
Yeah, those are really good. It's good for kids to be bored. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Oh, come on, Mom. I feel like all summer long we'd be like, Mom, we're bored. You're like, go find something to do.
I mean, I don't think kids should be catered to, and like you should be supplying something for them to do all the time. So if that's what you mean,
Yeah, that's
then-
kind of what that means.
Yeah, no, I don't think that as a parent you should be constantly giving them something to do because you lose your imagination, you lose
Right.
play, all that kind of stuff. But do I like it if you're bored? No, I would probably say go find something to do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Screen time is more harmful than helpful.
I agree and I disagree.
Same.
My kids had screen time, but they did not have their own TVs. But we didn't also have our own computers or our own iPads or anything. But what we watched was like Sesame Street or Barney, which was helpful in learning. I thought that was very helpful in learning. But screen time playing video games and I don't like that.
Yeah, I think everything in moderation, and if you
Yes.
are choosing the right programs with the right amount of time, then that's good.
Griffin's been loving Zaboomafoo recently.
Zaboomafoo.
And it's very educational. He knows more about certain animals
He
than
absolutely
I
does.
do.
What is that? What is that?
It's a 90s show. It's like this lemur and these two brothers. It's like real people and real animals. And
Wait, did I watch this?
it's a 90s show.
I had never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
But the other day he's like, honey, did you know jaguars are the number one predators in the whole United States? And I'm like, no, I actually
United
didn't.
States.
said the world.
That's
I mean,
misinformation.
The world. He said the world.
Griffin's
And
spreading
the whole world.
misinformation.
No, he said the world. I spread it wrong. But he knows. Yeah, he's
Watch out.
He's learned a
Wait,
lot
wait,
from it.
say the name again of it.
Zaboomafoo.
I feel like I did watch this, but also probably not. 99 to 2001, I did.
I'd never heard of it before, and I had to have him repeat
did.
it multiple times.
Because
I was 5.
he's like, Zaboomafoo. He loves it. And I'm like, this is something that feels good for him to watch. He's like so obsessed with it. But I agree. Like, I feel like, here's my thing. As a modern day, no one asked my opinion.
Give
No,
it.
go ahead.
As
Give
a
it, girl.
modern day parent, I feel like it is more, I feel more of a, like a responsibility to limit it because of the access that you guys were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also
Yes.
because of the fact that, like, it's completely whatever, like, everything is at their whim. Whereas, like, when we were watching TV, we had to have it, like, I knew the channels I was allowed to watch and not allowed to watch. I had to wait through the commercials. I didn't get to choose exactly what I wanted every single time. And so there's something in your brain where it's, like, a slower pace. Like, I had to sit down. I've seen this episode of Hannah Montana 5 times, but sit and watch
what-
it
what's
again.
on, yes.
And it's not like the short form content or, like, all these, you know, everything's at your fingertips and you can... Kids know how to operate these things. They're just born with it.
Right.
So I feel like that's where we have to, like, be aggressive with it more
And monitor it.
and monitor it
Yes.
Like
heavily.
crazy.
Yes.
That's really good. Oh, you should limit how much you share about your kids online. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Agree.
I totally agree.
Well, for their safety, and plus, at some point they might say, why did you ever say that about me? You know, I don't want that shared about my life. That's not their choice. So
Totally. Thank you to Honey Love for sponsoring this portion of today's episode.
Why is it so hard to find comfortable bras and shapewear?
I don't know. I've never actually been successful until now.
I'm really genuinely excited about Honey Love's products. Honey Love is an independent, female-founded brand. All Honey Love products are intelligently designed by women who actually wear them, including founder Betsy, who is highly involved in the development of each product.
The founder you know is wearing and loves the products, you know they're good. Their bras are supportive and wire-free thanks to bonding technology that lifts without underwire. You deserve a bra that's lightweight and comfortable without sacrificing support. Shout that again for people in the back.
We need the support.
We need it.
Honey Love Shapewear uses targeted compression to enhance your curves instead of squeeze them. It's designed to work with your body, not against it. It's just as easy to get on as it is to take off and was made with a convenient opening in the panty area for super easy bathroom trips.
Wow.
No costume change required. We could all use a little extra confidence boost sometimes, especially as women. We go through so many changes. Like, I need a little boost.
And the ease of getting them off and on. Are you sweating when you're wearing your formal wear and you go to take your Spanx
the
off
thought
and
of
you're
it.
like, I literally can't get out of this. So I love that they make them easy to get off.
I feel great in them.
Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market and use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honey Love at honeylove.com/Abby. That's honeylove.com/Abby. After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them, and please support our show and tell them we sent you. Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honey Love. Mom guilt never really goes away. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
I agree.
Well, first of all, you kids never let us it go away. You always bring up things that we did wrong. Well, remember when mom said that or mom did that or something?
We lay it on thick.
You lay it on thick.
We can't. She's too sensitive.
I get hurt. I get hurt.
If you cry more often, we'll lay off. No,
Yeah, okay.
She's mom's
I just
sensitive.
pout and get mad.
yeah.
No, I don't. Nothing comes to mind.
We all have things we think we could have done better, which at the time was just perfectly fine for you guys, being, you know, when we were raising you. But in our minds, we think we could have done stuff better.
I think that's healthy.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Doesn't make it easier to live with. But
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
this one says you should trust your parenting instincts over advice from other people.
Yes, I agree.
I think there's nothing wrong with if you have some good people that, you know, give you advice that you need to take it under consideration, I guess. But no matter what, you would know better than anybody else.
Okay, we're moving on to a short working mom section.
There's only like 4.
Oh, this one I'm really interested on what your take is on it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a conversation that is hot nowadays. Not controversial, but controversial in the sense that people think differently about it. But there's this narrative that you can have it all. You can be an excellent boss mom or boss woman. I'm not explaining this well.
Yeah. No, you are.
You can be an awesome girl boss and also 100% awesome mom, like the best mom possible. So you can have it all as a working mom. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
I'm going to say I disagree. I was a working mom. I mean, I think I did my best with both of them, but I did feel I was torn always. Like if I was only at home, I could have maybe done a better job with some things at home. And if I didn't have kids to come home to, I could have spent longer at school and done more things there. And I mean, I did feel torn a lot of times. And probably that's where my mom guilt would come in. But as I'm sure most of the moms at work, it has something to do with that, So.
Well, and I agree because I think you can do both and have it all. I think it just is a little harder. I worked with our oldest Olivia and quit when she was about 2 or 3. And then I was a stay-home mom. I thought it was pretty hard being home all the time. There's a lot of expectations on you, and people think you can do everything. And you end up doing a lot of stuff that you just don't get paid for because you're a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
I wouldn't have changed anything. It was just the way it worked in our dynamic. But I think you can have a career, and you can be a good mother. And
Oh,
you
I
can run
100% do
yes.
think that too.
Yes.
I just felt torn, like,
But I think there is guilt. You will always have guilt. No matter what, you will have guilt.
yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I'm starting to land on it where it's like you can have it all, but maybe just not always all at once. And I think that's okay too. Like there are seasons for everything. Like
Well, I think you just have to realize that if you do work outside the home, even if you work in the home, and you also have a family, that you better have a good support system with your spouse, that you're pretty equal when it comes to the household stuff. It shouldn't be, oh, I got to do all the laundry, I do all the cleaning. You should both do it. Or you should make enough money, you just pay somebody to do it all. And then it's no problem. Yeah, the dream. Yes.
I think that's a good point, though. But too, mom, like I think there's certain benefits too to like. It's not always like, okay, you're a working mom and the kids suffer, or you stay home with the kids and the kids thrive. Like there's certain benefits that are unique to working moms. Like I grew up watching you like have this insane capacity to like be on all day for your entire classroom and then come home and be on for us as like give us your all and then prepare once we went to bed for the next day at school and do it again and again and again. And I think that also just like empowered me too to be like, okay, I can say yes to things. I have a big capacity and like I can work hard. That's a unique way to view your mom, specifically when they're a working mom too. So
My answer is probably based on some of the mom guilt. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, no matter what, whether you're home or whether you go to a job, it's just a lot for a mom to do. It's just to tackle all that.
Right.
totally. I think the narrative is more so like you can have it all and it's easy and you'll be happy.
The
and
easy part is what,
and
the
it's
false,
like the
yeah.
dream, and it's like, well, actually, this is just like a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and I think the guilt is true, and I think
there's
that's
a little-
what people don't talk about that.
and a little overwhelming.
Totally.
That like, gosh, am I ever going to get my head above water and get this taken care of or that taken care of? And
Right.
it's hard.
Totally.
Either way.
When you think about children are only babies for 2 or 3 years, and they're toddlers. Then they're in school. Then they're in school for 12 years. Then they go away to college. So it's just, when you think of it like that, it may be tough the first 5 years. Like right now, okay, they're going to be potty trained. Then they're going to buckle their own car seats. Then they're going to open the car door by themselves. Then they're going to be able to make their own lunches. Everything goes in cycles, and you just have to find your way through that cycle. And then you're okay,
And then
your
you're 50 years
capacity
old and you wish you were doing that all again. Your kids were little.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, those are great. Good thoughts.
yeah, there's no new problems out there. It seems like.
No.
Definitely not.
It says being a working mom is harder than being a stay-at-home mom. That one's really.
That's kind of a spicy one.
I maybe take it out.
Let's cut that one.
Lori.
The only thing I'm going to have to say, you wouldn't know. I mean, unless you've done both and you
Right.
for your own life how that works, which one was harder.
Right.
You don't know the other way. So
That's true.
I would not judge that and say one's harder than the other. No.
No, I wouldn't either. Not at all. And I think both sides probably have their own arguments. But you're right, unless you've done both. And I have found that when I quit, mine were younger. And I have found that women who quit when they're children were maybe like in 7th grade or 8th grade have said, oh my God, how'd you stay home like this? What'd you do all day? Like, because they're used to being on a different pace. So I think I agree.
As like people that kind of split that time, obviously I am hesitant to put myself in the working mom category sometimes because I have such an untraditional job. But I do think there's a lot more untraditional jobs out there nowadays.
agree.
Yeah.
So maybe I can insert myself in this category. It kind of depends, like, on your personality type.
Totally.
Like, what for me, my easier part of my day is with my kids because it fills me up so much that I'm like, it just doesn't feel taxing in the way that something that doesn't necessarily fill me up as much. Maybe that's so bad to say on this podcast.
Oh, on your job?
No, and I'm so grateful for what I do. But maybe if it's someone's like, I feel so much purpose in my workplace.
Yeah.
That it's like it doesn't mean that they don't feel purpose. This doesn't mean that I don't feel purpose in my workplace.
Yeah.
But wherever you feel most filled up, you're not going to be as drained by. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Right.
So
Well, in the workplace has come a long way.
right.
I mean, I was back in the 80s and the early 90s, and I had a sales job. And when I had our first daughter, Olivia, my first baby, I approached about job sharing. And I had another lady in the office who wanted to do it too. So we would work, she'd work 3 days a week, I'd work 2, and then we switched next, and we shared the same clients.
Oh.
Well, they didn't like that. They didn't want that. So both of us had to stay on full time. I think that they make more accommodations for
Right.
working moms now.
I was just talking to a mom yesterday, and her husband got the same paternity leave as her maternity leave. They both got 24 weeks.
Which is great.
24.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
They worked
Yeah.
at a university, so I do think that they're like
Yes.
more progressive in that way. But I'm like, that's just so different from even what my friends currently that are teachers get. It's the same as what my mom had, which I'm like, where's the progress for teachers?
I have to say shout out to teachers though, because
Shout out to
they
teachers.
are, at school. I mean, they're doing some of the same kind of things at home and at school. It's just a lot of it at school with a lot of kids that aren't really theirs, but yet, and there's so many of them there, and there's so much neediness there with the kids, and so much caregiving throughout the day, and you're doing the caregiving all during the day with your job, and then there's more of that at home with
Yes.
your own, and so.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Teachers do a lot, yeah.
Teachers and nurses. My friend that was a labor and delivery nurse, she got 6 weeks maternity
What?
leave, and her husband worked for a bank and got 16.
Oh gosh.
Like, quit!
No,
That's
teachers.
It's because if they're in such high demand, nurses and teachers are in such high demand, they can't
Yeah.
spare them.
But
They
you know,
can't.
you said this
we
before,
should
right?
pay them some more.
Yeah,
You have
totally.
to use your sick leave as a teacher. There is no built-in sick leave.
That's
you have
so
to use your
great.
sick
Then
days.
then if you need to take more,
You
they
get docked. I
docked.
got docked,
Wow.
and that was, and I can remember one time I
It's
had
not like
4
maternity.
weeks.
It's you're
What do you
using
mean
your sick
You got
days.
docked pay? Like they took pay
Yes.
out of your paycheck? Oh.
And that was only after 4 weeks, because
And you're using your sick days
the
for all
sick
that.
days that you've accumulated throughout the years, you use that for maternity, and then if you don't have enough to like physically heal, your 6 weeks or whatever, you get docked.
Wow.
Do you think it's still that way? Or
Yeah,
you
for
think
sure. It
it's
is still that
by
way.
school districts?
Maybe some private schools have different policies, but I think across the board, this is what I hear from my friends that teach in public schools.
So that's why everyone that's a teacher tries to have summer babies?
Yeah.
Or like Christmas break
Yeah.
babies?
Yeah.
I actually had a principal once that said, when I was pregnant with Abby, say, "Oh, well, you should have gotten pregnant, had her in the summer." And I'm like,
Well, listen.
well, it doesn't always work out
can't always
exactly
plan it
that
perfectly,
way.
right?
But I remember that.
Oh, I'd have a hard time holding my tongue.
Yeah, it'd be a hard one to look back on. You're like, okay. Financial independence is essential for women. Agree or disagree?
Oh.
Financial independence is essential.
What do you mean by financial independence?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's
Having your own income?
No, I don't think you need that, but I don't know if that's what you meant by the question.
I think being financially savvy about your household income, whether you're single or married, you should always be on top of.
I would agree. And you taught us that our whole lives. You're like,
Right.
hey, like, because you and Dad had combined, and you always said, yeah, but I know everything that goes on.
Right.
And you're like, just because I'm not like doing paid day-to-day billing doesn't mean I don't not know what's going on.
Right.
And you have to know.
Right. Right.
And I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
Especially as like a stay-at-home mom, you're like,
Right.
I'm not like earning an income, but my income, I do make an income from like, it's shared. And so it's important to stay on top of it. I think that's good. I would think you would agree with that. This will be our last one, and then we have a few more that we're going to do over on our Patreon for our Patreon fam.
Okay.
Always homegirls.
Okay.
I like that one. I liked homegirls.
Is this a soft launch of Always
No,
Homegirls?
no, we're just workshopping it. We're workshopping it. I'm just going to keep testing the different options each episode.
Yeah. You're cooler than me, so you get to decide. I'm handing that crown over to you.
Okay. This is the last one, then we'll go to Patreon. Hustle culture is toxic. Agree or disagree?
Hustle culture?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is that?
We're ending on something that neither of us know what you're talking about.
Right.
Ooh,
So explain it to us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hustle culture is like, I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. and grind my day away and grind to be successful, all or nothing, grind,
not on
grind,
that side
hustle,
of the-
hustle.
It doesn't sound great the way you're describing it.
No, it doesn't.
That's not tempting? You don't want to grind and hustle?
You mean like for a 21-year-old? Or for, you know.
It does feel way more for like young adults, doesn't it?
Yeah, my mom, like, I feel like there's also this opposite side of the internet that talks about soft life.
Really?
Soft life.
I'm not.
don't
You
know
know what?
You
else is
guys
on
need
the
to
soft
stay off
life?
the internet. You're on too
Okay.
much.
Hannah knows what you're talking about. Okay,
So,
so
you know what I'm talking about? Soft life is like low stakes, low risk, everything's safe and comfortable. That's what I'm getting fed. And I think that's because me and my mom are this. Just like
get
soft,
fed different
soft
content.
living.
The lady that I like that just is.
Something like that. The things I'm seeing are like people opening their kitchen windows, they're cooking to jazz music. It's like they're staying home.
Okay.
They don't.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
We're the soft livers.
Okay, so there's soft living.
But every night of the week, you're what that.
My mom is a
It'd be
doer.
great
She
to
gets
have
so
part of
bored.
every day that way, yeah.
Yeah, I think these people, they don't.
hustle.
My mom is a hustle culture really all the way.
She's hustle culture.
Till about 4 o'clock. Then I'm done.
No, you hustle.
Yeah.
You're moving and
You
grooving.
work hard, but you are like,
So maybe I value that time.
but you're definitely like, what's the purpose of that? Like, let's just take it easy.
Let's just have a cup of coffee and relax.
Yeah, like you like comfortable.
I do like comfortable.
Her favorite word is cozy.
comfortable.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
she likes that. So yeah, I don't think you don't remind me of hustle
Shout out
culture.
to Caitlin for taking the name I liked.
Cozy.
So would you confuse hustle with being maybe just a little competitive?
No, I do think hustle culture is like I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m., get 6 hours of sleep because I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm gonna work.
No, I
type
feel
of
like
vibe.
you and Dad were like, make what you have to make, and then just enjoy your life. Like it wasn't like we don't need to climb a corporate ladder. We don't need to be our own bosses. We don't need
Yeah.
to like. It was like let's just work our jobs so we can get home to our families and like let's not.
I'd say that's true.
I feel like your personality type, you're like a little Energizer bunny. Like you're like go, go, go. And even with being a stay-at-home mom, I feel like you were like, my job is to clean and cook, take care of my house and my family.
Yeah.
And like you were very involved in things. Like I felt like you were more go, go, go.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, in like a good way.
Some
I
people
admired
would
a lot.
say I was bossy,
I think you ran
competitive,
competitive.
had to
is
be
a
in
great
charge.
word. Yeah, but I mean, that's just your personality type.
I mean, certain things I did, yes.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
good at it. You owned
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So I think if you were in today's culture, and I would say you probably were hustle culture girl, not the toxic hustle culture.
No, not the toxic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what the toxic hustle culture
I
is.
don't either. I don't know.
We learned something new today.
we're talking about it. We really honestly don't.
I'm not on that side. Okay, the Patreon questions should be really fun.
I
so
think it'd be cute. Yeah.
if you care to join our Patreon, hop over there, and we have some extended material over there. Some more hard-hitting questions for the moms, but now
You
we're
guys
going
are
to
doing
switch
good.
over. Thank you to Flamingo for sponsoring this portion of today's episode. I never turn down a good bath,
You love a good bath. I love a steaming hot shower that just singes my skin.
but nothing is better than getting out of the bath or shower and having a fresh, smooth shave.
You just feel better.
Unless you have a crappy razor. So many women's razors are just flimsy,
They cut
irritating.
you.
Ow.
I know. For some reason, those shaving cuts never stop bleeding.
Seriously.
Why is that?
My towel looks like a crime scene.
I'm like, what's happening?
But not with Flamingo, you
That's
guys.
right.
The women who helped build Harry's found themselves rolling their eyes when other companies were just shrinking men's razors and making them pink. So they decided to shake things up a little bit. Flamingo has no pink tax pricing, no flimsy design, and no irritation. Flamingo was born to give women shaving solutions made with their bodies in mind.
Their starter set has everything that you could need, whether it's time for an everything shower or even if you just need to shape up your brow line. I actually love their Dermaplan face razor. It's really sharp, but I haven't gotten cut, and it just gets all the hair and dry skin off my face, around my eyebrows. For a limited time, our listeners can get the Flamingo starter set for only $7 at shopflamingo.com/Abby. This set includes the Flamingo original razor, one 5-blade cartridge, a 1-ounce foaming shave gel, and a shower holder. Just head to shopflamingo.com/Abby to claim this offer, and after you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Always Here sent you. Ask Abby.
Okay, we are back. We just hopped over to Patreon. I added I freestyled the random spicy question, and I kind of regret it, but it's okay. It's on there. So for those of you that are on our Patreon, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now we're going to move on to our voicemail component. We have specific voicemails with you guys in mind.
They were sorted with you in mind.
Hi, Abby's and Addie. I love the show. I wanted to know what your favorite comfort movies are. Mine are Twilight, The Hunger Games, and Shrek. Thanks. Bye.
Shrek.
What a range.
Hunger Games and Shrek.
Hunger Games is a horrible comfort movie.
Mom doesn't watch movies.
I have
aggressive.
a hard time concentrating through the whole thing, but I'd say, I don't know if they're comfort movies, but my favorite movies are The Sandlot and Matilda.
Oh, I like those both.
Don't you like Eat, Pray, Love or something like that?
I mean, I've seen it. I don't know if
Julie and Julia?
I mean, again, I've
like
seen
that.
it. I don't.
Okay, you don't like it. Okay,
I'd say
Matilda and the Sandlot are
Matilda
good.
and Sandlot.
Those are good. What are yours, Mom?
Anything on the Hallmark movie channel, love them.
I love them too. Because of you. You put that love
I know. They're just so wholesome, and yeah,
in me. Sweet.
everybody falls in love at the end.
Yeah, the stress over.
Caleb likes Hallmark movies now too.
Oh, does he really?
Well, he likes
Literally
Christmas,
only during
right?
Christmas. Yeah.
But I do love Sweet Home Alabama.
That is
That
your number
is
one.
my number one. Yes.
It's a good one. Are we entering this too?
Sure, I know you like She's the Man.
She's the Man.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Cinderella
too.
I
story.
don't even know that.
She's the Man to
High School Musical 3, but don't tell anyone.
3.
I like that one too.
1 and 2, no, but 3,
Yeah,
that's
I wanted
awesome.
to. I don't really care about 3.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a hot take. I don't know. I'll say any Christmas movie probably
Yeah, I could go.
is a comfort
Yeah.
movie. Oh, I love Cheaper by the Dozen.
Oh, same,
I love
Abby.
that
is
movie.
good.
I honestly like the second one maybe more than the first too.
Really?
I actually like them both so much. Cheaper by the Dozen is probably my comfort movie.
I was so jealous of all the kids in that movie. I wanted to be in it.
I know, it sounds so fun. I know. I liked that girl with the skateboard. I thought she was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her-
Allison.
Allison
Yeah.
Yeah, her.
Allison.
Stoner.
Stoner, there it is. It's a good one. Love that question.
Okay, next voicemail.
Hi guys, thank you so much. I just wanted to come on. Me and my husband are purchasing our very first home, and I was wondering if you guys had any tips for decorating on a budget and making a small space your style. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.
This was designed for Lori in mind. Oh, you both of you. You're
Yeah,
both
both of
good
you.
at this.
Decorating on a budget. Maybe get an inspiration from a style that you really like that you can't afford necessarily, but then just trying to find all the accessories and do as much of it as you can yourself.
Right. Right.
If you like Pottery Barn but can't afford Pottery Barn, then you can find the dupes for it. And
I think there's small things you can do to a new home that you don't have the big money to like go in and like rip out the cabinets and buy all new appliances, but the little things like changing lighting and changing knobs and paint color, and carpet, goes a long way. What else?
I don't know. I feel like you guys are both.
Yeah.
I always think you're very talented at like making a house feel like a home, or
Yeah.
I feel like just getting little touches that.
Right.
You always had the little details. I think you do too, Lori. Like
I like having things that are personal to you that makes it homey and not just look like a
Right.
storefront, things that nobody else would necessarily care about, but that little
Right.
piece of something that you got on this vacation or something that belongs to somebody in your family or, from your past or whatever that make it homey, but
Right.
obviously aren't expensive because they're things you already owned.
Totally.
Right.
I think my biggest tip is go slow. I think the urge is like you get in this new house, you get excited and you want to fill it. But like our house, we've been in it almost 2 years and our walls are still, we're slowly adding
Yes.
things and like curating each area of our house. And so I think it's just having the long game in mind. Because especially if you're on a budget, like maybe you add one picture frame here and like
Right.
one small thing there. And like slowly the puzzle starts to come together. And I also think it helps keep you from just buying things that are trendy at the moment. Because you're slowly doing it.
Totally agree.
I'm a horrible decorator. I have nothing to add to this conversation.
That's not true.
No, I genuinely
You don't have an interest in it, though.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Well, you have a beautiful home.
You do.
Hi, Abby's and Addie. My name is Grace, and I'm a first-time mom of a 3-month-old who I'm currently trying to birth. My question for you is, what is the biggest lesson you've learned from motherhood? Since Mother's Day is around the corner, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I'm curious what you guys have to say. Love the podcast. Can't wait to hear. Bye.
Sweet. Your biggest lesson learned from motherhood?
She has a 3-month-old. Don't get comfortable. Because as soon as you think you have a schedule, it just changes.
Yeah.
It's just going to change. So you just have to change with it and embrace it and enjoy it. That's what I would say.
That's great.
I've been really thinking recently about how, yes, don't get comfortable. I have also been amazed. This is like a different, I fully believe that 100%. And then also the other thing is that's been amazing me about motherhood is that, like, I remember just being so baffled by people in future life stages in me and just realizing that as you go through each day, your capacity grows. And that has been really encouraging to me. Like, every day is equipping me for the next day. And, like, I think that's also helped me enter the stage of, like, multiples with more confidence. Because it's like, how could one person be stretched so thin? But it's like, you grow. And so that has just been really, like, encouraging for me. That I didn't necessarily, because I was like, how am I going to divide myself when I have, like, we had this goal of having 4 kids, like, how could I divide myself into 4s? It's like, oh, you're actually going to multiply times 4. So that's what's going to happen. And so that has been, like, cool to see, like, those changes in myself and, like, in other moms. It's where I really, like, saw that first exemplified. That was, like, encouraging to me. Like, that capacity will change with me.
Yes.
That was exactly mine too, Abby. Actually, that was the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, I just feel like sometimes I'm like, oh wow, I'm more capable than I thought I was, and it's just that, you just get called to a higher standard and you figure it out, and it's encouraging, it's challenging, it's stretching, it's fun, and it just makes you just like an all around better person.
You can do it.
Yes,
I mean, this young lady, she can do it. You know? So we're all moms, and we all do it.
exactly.
Yes.
And I was going to say, I guess it's not what you can give your child as much, like you may not have the finances to do, give your child this and this and this toy. It's how much time you spend with them and to enjoy the time that you have. And you don't have to have the money to do all these, ridiculous vacations or give them all these toys. But, just having a game night or having, a special tradition that you do every night before bed or something like that, is what actually matters most and not the big
agree.
things.
Yes.
We play games every single night after dinner. That's why I'm so good at bananagrams. No
And
one can
actually,
beat me.
that's how we knew Addie so well, is because during COVID, when everybody came home from, she spent a lot of time there, and of course, what else we're gonna do? But we just like constantly play games, and that's how we.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But that's not as a kid. We
But
played
yes, as a
Disney
kid,
Seen It.
We played
Disney Seen It.
get
We
Gem City
memorized
Pizza.
them. We'd get Gem City Pizza, play Disney Seen It, and then to the point where Blake
Did the Disney
memorized
downstairs.
all the cards. So I was like, this isn't even funny anymore.
But we did have a lot of game nights. Yeah.
So
when
many
they
Do you
were
remember
little.
what happened when we had game nights?
Yeah, my younger sister would, when she started to just like feel that she was going to lose, she would flip the board. Just like game night was over.
It's done.
Get in timeout right now.
Flip the board.
She flipped the board.
It. It's like,
Flip it,
it's great.
everything.
And she's like, I can't lose.
That's a power move.
Game night took a dark turn.
I mean, we all thought it was hilarious.
Oh, you know, it's
And then we would play, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And when we would
had that too.
hesitate, go, oh my God, am I not smarter than a fifth grader?
no, I failed that for
Those
sure.
questions were hard.
We should do that on this podcast.
We should
We should. We're gonna be like,
add that to our segment.
that's gonna get clipped, and the men are gonna find it.
That's
The men are certainly going
They're-
to find it.
they're the dumb
I know they
women.
were stupid.
these stupid women. That's great. Those are all of our voicemails.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Those are
Okay.
good questions. Thanks for asking and calling in. If you guys want to call and leave a voicemail, did we already do this number?
No.
Okay, 602-456-9690. We love answering your guys' questions, so thank you guys so much. Our last segment of the day, moms, is Always Hungry.
Oh.
We're always eating. So what are you cooking up for us?
Right now.
I don't know if I have tremendous great recipes, but one that I do like is a Tuscan chicken soup that I make. It's healthy, it's filling. I think it tastes great.
Yum.
And I have a no-bake cheesecake that I make that I swear is the best. And I just made it for you last week.
And
Yes.
I ate a lot of it.
You ate it all. You hid it from me,
I
so I
did.
only got one piece.
Okay, so if we're gonna make a whole meal with it, you can have my meal, your dessert. I also have a dressing for a salad that my friend Tammy, I know it's her dressing recipe. It's for a raspberry dressing, poppy seed dressing. That's fantastic.
That sounds
Oh,
good.
yum.
Yum.
Mom, is your Tuscan chicken soup, is that a Weight Watchers recipe?
I think it could be.
Because you sent it to me. She sent it to me in college, and it was titled 0 Points
No,
Tuscan
no,
Chicken
no, no,
Soup.
no, it's not. It was a 0 points turkey chili.
And the Tuscan soup.
Tuscan
0
chicken.
points.
That came.
What would be a point in
came
that
straight
soup?
from Italy. It was. I mean,
Okay, straight from Italy, baby.
it's not. It's not a Weight
Okay.
Watcher, but it could be because there's literally
0
no,
points.
There's probably no
So
points.
if you're following the point system,
yeah,
Is that still around? I think it is still around, actually.
Weight Watchers.
they rebranded.
WW, I believe.
WW.
They approached me with a brand deal a couple
Really?
years ago. I was like, I can't do that. I have too much trauma from my grandma doing it.
I love it. I think
I don't care how you
if
rebrand
you're
it.
over the age of maybe 30, everybody's tried it.
Those brownies. No.
She put broccoli
bad.
and
That was
other
bad.
shiz in our brownies. For her point system. We weren't counting
She got a new
points.
cookbook. She wanted to try it out.
Oh yeah, seductively delicious. No, not seductively.
I don't know. If that
No, I gotta
I
find
think it
it.
was Jerry Seinfeld's wife.
Yes. Oh wait, the first thing that came up was Jerry Seinfeld's wife's cookbook controversy. Deceptively delicious.
Deceptively delicious.
Actively, that's
Famous for featuring pureed vegetables hidden in meals to get children to eat.
yeah.
Okay, that's not new. People still
This.
do that. People got mad at her for that.
That's it.
No, I don't know why
What?
it's controversial. It's
People
probably
still do
controversial
that.
because
I
they
don't know.
freaking ruined
I think what it
every
is
dessert.
because they want kids to learn to like vegetables and not just have somebody hide it in their food. They want them to learn
Was that
to
his,
like
that
the
was his
vegetable.
wife, right? Not his
No, actually the controversy was actually completely separate.
Oh, okay.
It was allegations of plagiarism and idea theft from Missy
okay.
Chase
Oh, sad.
Lapine's earlier book, The Sneaky Chef.
Sneaky chef.
Does sound familiar.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know. I don't want any. That's why whenever people pose, we feel the same way about this. Don't put cottage cheese in a dessert. Don't put sweet potatoes. Don't put avocados.
I don't want an
Keep 'em
avocado
out.
mousse. I don't
Do
want
it. Do it in your mealtime.
I don't want an ice cream. I
No.
want an ice cream.
Well, don't you like
I do
zucchini
like
bread?
No, I don't.
Oh, I do.
I've never had
But
it.
it's not hidden. It's not hidden. It's a known
Right,
quantity
it's a
in
known-
it.
Yeah,
you're
and
right.
you
It's
taste
It's a selling
it.
You're
point.
right.
And it's not. It's a front facing flavor.
Yes.
It's not like the aftertaste is giving
Right.
spinach.
Right. Well, that's true. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a tangent. Thanks for your recipes, moms. Sure. And thanks for being on this episode.
Yes,
It was outside of
Yes,
your comfort
yeah.
zones, and I just want to say we're gonna make sure that people are nice in the comments because I know that you guys are gonna read every single one.
I don't think they would be mean. You guys had great things. Thank you for all your wisdom and your advice.
Thank you.
And
It was great.
thank you for loving us and our babies and
Oh, yes.
just being good examples of what good mothers are.
So true. I feel like I mean, I'm gonna get emotional. I just feel so grateful that we have such good relationships as adults with you guys, because that's very unique nowadays.
Yeah.
It's more and more adults feel like they need to, for whatever reason, probably very valid reasons, need to disconnect from their moms and their families. And you guys are just, you lean in to all the things that we do, all these crazy ventures, and you offer very wise advice along the way, but in a very appropriate way. And the way that you have stepped into the role of being a grandma or a honey is just, it's touching on a whole different level. So just, I can't tell you enough how grateful. So I'm going to say it publicly too, but how grateful we are.
I think every day about how thankful I am that, like, I'm here with both kids and both spouses that we love so much, and now extra kids that I have now that
And you both make such an effort to be a part of our lives too, that it's like, it feels really good.
Yeah. Thank
Super
you. Well,
thankful.
you're welcome. You guys make it easy.
Oh,
So.
sweet.
Thank you so much, you guys, and as always, remember,
We're always here.